Hi students, so we do the remaining two parts of your big term paper, your argumentative research paper. And so everything you've done so far, including the extra research you're going to do with your opposing body paragraph and your factual overview paragraph, is going to help you build a strong argument to defend your thesis statement. So what's next is your body paragraph and your conclusion. So how this is different from your opinion essay is that your opinion essay just focuses on your reasons, and what you say is why you agree or disagree with something. But in an argumentative research paper, you talk about both sides. So in this structure, in your course right now, this term paper, you'd have the opposing view paragraph, and that's paragraph 3. And your supporting points is going to be your body paragraphs. So this part is very similar to what you've done before. If you have 3 reasons, you would have your first supporting idea, which is sort of your reason 1, or your point 1 at least, and you use the same structure as you've done before with transition words like first, second, third, and you're going to have a topic sentence, you're going to have an explanation for your reason, you're going to have the evidence itself, and you're going to interpret that evidence, and then you'd link it back to your thesis. So this is your body paragraph structure. So you do that for each reason or point based on your thesis statement, and that would be the majority, the bulk of your paper, your body paragraphs, and all of these points would support your thesis statement. Make sure you use evidence from your research proposal and any extra academic sources. So when I'm reading your essay, I'll be looking for academic articles definitely in each of these paragraphs. So try to use at least one source in each one, and they would probably be separate unless you're able to find a really good research finding that shows your points. But really, what I'm looking for is, let's say, an article 1 here, and then an article 2 here, and then an article 3 here. Something that specifically supports your point. And then you would focus your explanation on the reason or point in the paragraph, and your interpretation would focus on explaining the evidence. So you would explain the reason, why this is important, why this supports your thesis, what it means, and then you show the evidence and then explain what the evidence means. And then in your conclusion, you'd link the evidence to the thesis statement, and you do that 3 times. 3 articles as evidence, 3 points that support your thesis, and that's your body paragraph. And then in your conclusion, the strategies you use would help you sort of rephrase your thesis. You definitely want to summarize your argument or your supporting points here. Now, in this essay, your summary can be just summarizing your supporting points, or you can summarize both your supporting and opposing points. So you may consider your paper as a debate in itself. Here you let the opposing side speak first, you write about their opposing views. So maybe you have one article here, article 4 on an opposing view, and then another article as well. 1 to show your research, and 2 to really better understand the opposing view. So you'd have sort of your for and against. You summarize what happened. While there were opposing views, the evidence for, let's say, the dangers of screen addiction really is bad, or really affects a lot of people, or really does make a difference in our lives. So we should keep on trying to let people know about it. So you could have suggestions for future research. That's another strategy. You could make predictions or warnings. So those are some strategies as well that you could use to really sum up your essay and provide a conclusion. Okay, here in this course, I want you to try using those strategies, okay? So the strategies you learned from week 2 in writing your opinion essay, you can use the same strategies, but this time you focus on the content. So you rephrase the thesis that you got. You can summarize the supporting points which are supported by your articles. You could go one step further and summarize the debate. So try to summarize both the evidence for and against your argument. You can make suggestions for future research based on that debate, which makes sense if you summarize your debate and look for sort of limitations of the research, or things that this really strong evidence that we want to keep on researching about, stuff like that. And you can make predictions or warnings as well. Let's say, if you acknowledge the opposing view that yes, young adults are not responding, they still look at their screens, they still use their mobile device and social media, but the danger is there. You could make a prediction and a warning and say, okay, there are health dangers with screen addiction if you use too much, and if young adults continue to use it, even with the warnings, it's only going to get worse. And you could make a call to action and say, okay, we really should continue informing the young adults, maybe through media, maybe through other means, to show them the dangers that it really is bad, and so on. Especially if they keep on using social media and ignore it, kind of like smoking and texting and driving, I suppose. Anyway, so that's it for your argumentative research paper. So you can use this checklist to help you prepare for your outline. The questions there that you see on the outline. What is your first supporting idea? It's the same questions that I would ask when I'm reading your paper, and it's the same questions that you can ask yourself and check when you prepare your outline as well. So use those questions to help you prepare your term paper. You have this week and next week to do it, so make sure to keep going and get started. If you have any questions, you can post on Canvas or email me directly. Again, wish you the best of luck on your paper. Make sure to get started. All right, good luck.